So today let's talk about Sun in Cancer in the 12th house. So if you have displacement, basically there tends to be a more reserved or timid nature because Cancer is the most private sign in the zodiac and it lies, at the bottom of the zodiac wheel. And the Sun, which is the ruler of Leo, it has a desire to be seen. It has a desire to give value to others and to receive validation and to shine. But when it's in the sign of Cancer, it tends to feel less seen. And this is because of the private nature of the person and of the personality. The sign of Cancer rules family, it rules emotions, and it rules security, privacy, and the creative process. So people with Sun in Cancer are usually highly creative, and they're invested into doing things that they are personally interested in, and not necessarily things that matter to society or the collective on a public sense. So like that would be more things like career, achievements, all those kind of things. They don't really care as much about those things. They rather focus on family, projects, like art things that they do, interests that they do in the home. And so in addition, Cancer is the 12th sign from Leo. So there's an influence of 12th house energy. And what 12 is about is it's about harmony, creativity, imagination, etc. So these people can be daydreamers and procrastinators because of that 12th house energy. Very visionary type people and artists, and they have an appreciation for things such as music. Sometimes they can even be creators of these things. And in fact, that's likely the case when you have Sun and Cancer in the 12th house, because not only do you have that Cancer 12th house influence, but you have the 12th house itself. So there's a double creativity about you. In addition, there's like an enigma and or mystery about yourself when you have the Sun in the 12th house. And this is because you tend to be more elusive or evasive a little bit about how you express yourself. You don't like people to get too much within your boundaries and get too much into your face about like your personal or your private life and stuff. And so you tend to carry an aura of mystery about yourself. Now, this is also like a very seductive and sexually charismatic placement, because when you have the Sun in Cancer in the 12th house, this means that Leo is in the first house. Depending on which house system you're using, sometimes Leo can be in the 12th house in very rare cases, but the sign of Leo is either on the ascendant or it's somewhere in the first house. And Leos have Pisces in the 8th house. Pisces is the sign that's associated with the 12th house. And with that 8th house influence, this shows being attractive or seductive or having some sort of like sexual charisma about yourself. And this is because of that mysterious enigma that you carry. And that private, reserved nature as well, making you more of a mystery. And also, your personality tends to fluctuate when you have the Sun here, because the 12th house is about chaos and possibilities, and Cancer is about emotions. So depending on how you feel, this is how you act, or this is how your personality tends to shine. And so it's always changing based on your emotions. So this makes you more of a mystery to people. And also, you have a mutable personality. You're able to change yourself based on circumstance and who you are surrounded by. because that is the 12th house mutable water influence. And finally, with Leo being in the first house, this means that you attract attention. And usually Leo seeks attention, it seeks to be validated, it seeks to give value to others, but this would be a placement that indicates a more introverted Leo, because there's cases where Leo people are tell me that they don't feel super outgoing or like extroverted, even though they're technically a Leo, right? And this would be an example of one of those types of people. But nonetheless, Leo shows that you attract attention, and in this case, it's like a seductive type of attraction. It's a mystery type of attraction, where the attention that you get is because people are curious about you and your mystery as well. And you tend to radiate like a kind of idealistic energy about yourself because you have like a mutable personality, and you kind of adapt to the situations that you find yourself in. Now, finally, the home or the family becomes a place that you recharge and find a lot of peace, with the sun in Cancer in the 12th house, because the sun is our vitality and our energy levels. And then the 12th house is the house of isolation, retreat, healing, and recharging, and being asleep too. It's about dreams and being in a tired state. So there can be lower levels of energy or like feeling easily drained when people have planets in the 12th house, and especially the sun, which has to do with energy. So a lot of times your way of acting or your way of being, your personality and all that requires you to frequently recharge, and the home becomes very important. The home is your place of peace, of isolation, or being able to find that space in order to recharge. So something important to note about this placement, there can be a confusion that you feel about who you are and what your identity is, or like who you are or your personality, because in this case, the sun would be the chart ruler, and it's in the 12th house, which is a very associative house, or like a disorganized and undefinite house. It's about the undoing of things, and it's about things that are not formed, like they have no form. And so your ability is to conform to any situation that you're a part of, and you're able to harmonize with people. And in fact, harmony is very important for you. So wherever you are, you're able to like be congruent with the energy of that group or that situation that you're around. But a lot of times this takes away from your ascendant, which is Leo. And Leo is about having a fixed personality, a fixed identity. And so there can be a confusion around that for this reason. I just wanted to add that. So anyways, I hope that was insightful, helpful, or entertaining in some way. And so other than that, if you would like a natal chart reading, check the description for more details. If you're watching this on Patreon, then there won't be the description. But other than that, you guys can just contact me if you're watching for Patreon. But other than that, I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you guys in another video. Peace.